since we promised you, we're going to talk about Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And I hope Elon is listening to us. Today is a very, very special day for
It
the
is.
entire family at SpaceX.
And not just SpaceX, for anything, for everything, honestly. Everything to do with any kind of internet, any kind of satellite. It's a huge deal.
Yeah, because 7 years, and I mean 7 years after SpaceX CEO, the legendary Elon Musk, announced that the development of the Falcon Heavy rocket, that's what they're calling it, the Falcon Heavy rocket, the vehicle is finally ready to be launched from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida.
Yeah, so they're launching it today. And what...
I will tell you why it is a big deal.
Yeah, so the Falcon Heavy is just like an upgrade on the SpaceX's current rocket called the Falcon 9. So what they've done is literally just taken 3 Falcon 9 engines and stacked them together. So this guy, and each Falcon 9 engine's already got 9 engines in it.
Correct.
So this guy's got 27 engines on a rocket.
Correct.
It's the most powerful commercial space rocket to date.
And hold on, that's not it. There is a Tesla inside that rocket. There is a goddamn Tesla inside that rocket. Why would he put a Tesla inside that rocket?
So he's put a Tesla on the rocket to say, hey, so the thing is, because it's a test trial, they can't really take real scientific.
And there's a mannequin I saw, the pictures Elon was putting up on his Instagram account. There's a mannequin, mannequin
wearing a SpaceX spaceship. It is just sitting in the Tesla Roadster that's been put on the Falcon Heavy.
Absolutely.
And the great thing about this rocket is it costs under $100 million to launch.
Yeah.
The equivalent rocket that NASA has, which is only going to be launched in 2022.
Hold on, is this supposed to go and land at Mars?
No, so this one is just right now they're just trying to shoot it out and see if it works or not. It's literally that stage. Elon Musk has come out and said,
got to give it to Musk.
He's come out and said if the rocket takes off and it doesn't burn the pad that it takes off from, that's success. That's his entire thing.
And he also, he's been honest about it. And let's face it, and you need men like him in the industry, to try out things.
He's incredibly ambitious.
Which try out things. Ambitious is one thing, but you really have to give it to him because he's trying. As an organization, they're trying out things which are way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
For this to get properly commercialized, it might take even 10-20 years. You never know because it needs to. Because he also talked about space travel to become real thing in 2018.
But the thing is, if they launch this, it'll make SpaceX money. Yes. Everyone will want to put satellites on this.
Yes.
I mean, not just private guys. Not just NASA. Even private guys.
Private guys. Yeah.
And because NASA's equivalent rocket is going to cost billions to make. It's going to cost $1 billion to launch. It's only going to launch in 2022. That's the earliest version.
Exactly. And this is not half the cost, but
it's way more. It's like 1/10 of the cost.
1/10 of the cost.
Today, who knows what it's going to be in 2022? It could be even less.
Ideally, it will be even less.
So think about this. Tesla, a guy who knows nothing about space travel, has gone out there and he's built a rocket 5 years before NASA that can do huge payloads that can take astronauts up.
Yes.
Technically, we don't know if it will.
And the rocket
but technically,
reusable rocket.
It's a reusable. That's the biggest thing here. NASA has never built a reusable rocket.
And Musk has been, apart from these great announcements, apart from these future-looking announcements, Musk has also been very honest about during press briefings, and he's reiterated. If you go by some of the quotes that he's put in a Word story, he's reiterated warnings about the potential. He agrees there is a big potential failure in this mission, and added his biggest worry that how these 3 rocket boosters, as he was telling, will behave next to each other. That's very important.
Yeah, and I think go back to the reusable thing.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment to understand why that's important. Because every other spaceship, it blows up and that's it. It's all gone. You got to rebuild from scratch. These guys can save so much cost.
Yeah.
And we talk about spaceships like everyone's building them. It's not true. There's only 6 countries on the planet that are building spaceships.
Correct.
And maybe like a handful of private guys.
Correct.
So everyone. So for example, Elon Musk and SpaceX have got a contract to send up a Saudi Arabian satellite sometime this year.
Absolutely.
So it's stuff like that. Saudi Arabia, which is so rich, oil rich, it's got one of the highest per capita incomes on the planet.
Correct.
They don't have a space organization.
Correct.
I mean, that's why ISRO makes so much money. Is because we send satellites up for cheap.
Yes.
That's what Elon Musk is planning to do. Send up massive satellites for cheap.
Massive satellites for cheap. Absolutely. And look at this. I mean, also the rocket. It's going to experience a lot of radioactivity and high energy particles. It's going to completely get whacked pretty hard if you go by what Musk has said. Imagine what all could go wrong. Apart from this, the fuel could freeze. The oxygen could vaporize completely. All of which would inhibit the third burn. There is a layer of the third burn which is necessary for the trans-mass injection. But having said that, if something does go wrong at this point of time, at this particular stage of the rocket travel, and the roadster might it might never fully escape the Earth's orbit, and it might eventually burn out in the atmosphere.
And Elon Musk done, yeah, that's all fine. As long as the rocket gets off the pad without destroying the pad, that's success.
So I think the launch is later in the day, and I think it's an
later today. We are going to be showcasing it on our Twitter.
And I think it's a historical moment for space missions.
It is. It definitely
history of space missions from across the world, whichever country has got involved.